Hello, this is Ashley Stevens here with Black Enterprise. Listen, I'm excited about today's guest. You may know him as a chart-topping singer, songwriter, producer from the hit 90s song, This Is How We Do It and Get It On Tonight. But he's also a man of faith, a man of family, and a man of community. As September is National Prostate Cancer Awareness Month, we are excited here at Black Enterprise to highlight the journey of Mr. Montell Jordan, who is with us today. Hello, Montell.
What's up? How you doing? Good to see you. And thank you, Black Enterprise and that world of listeners and viewership that I get to speak to today.
We're excited to have you because, listen, I know it's been a whirlwind day for you. So let's hop right into it. Obviously, September is National Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. And I know that you shared part of your journey being diagnosed with prostate cancer. Tell us when you were originally diagnosed and how you found out.
Yeah, original diagnosis took place in January, early February 2024. That was early first stage prostate cancer known as a Gleason 6. And that number was given because it signified a very, very early detection of cancer. And so from that standpoint, I was able to spend most of 2024 not only touring and singing and performing, but I was vetting the medical professionals and the treatments that were available to me to make the best choice and the best decision for me and my life and my family moving forward.
Got it. And so what was your treatment plan at that time?
Well, at the time, I was given 4 options, which is what normal doctors in the medical profession will give to men when they are first diagnosed, if it's early, if it's detected early, because prostate cancer is very treatable, 99% treatable if detected early. And so my initial options were active observation, which means watch it. There was radiation, there was removal, and there was treatments, which is stuff like proton therapy or HIFU, different types of ways to either freeze the prostate or to heat the prostate up, ablate it, if you will. And so of those 4 options at age 55 at the time, I had determined that my best course of action would be to just go forward and have the radical prostatectomy surgery because the data and everything showed that you had a higher rate of success of cancer being completely removed by removing the prostate. And that's the choice we made on November 5th, 2024. I had the radical prostatectomy surgery.
Wow. So recently, you're still coming through this health journey. Montell Jordan here with us at Black Enterprise. Montell, as of today, are you cancer-free?
As of today, I am not cancer-free. Following my surgery, everything, my margins were clean. Everything was very, very good. But, cancer is sneaky and you don't have to not feel good for cancer to be doing whatever it is doing. And so 9 months later in my continued testing and continued going in for checkups and regular scheduled screenings to make sure that my levels in PSA are where they're supposed to be. I had a little spike in PSA, which signified this is not something that is normal or healthy. And so in that testing and then in going in for further PET and CT scans, it showed that there was some remaining cancer in my left lymph node and potentially some undetectable things in the prostate bed, in the place where the prostate was removed from. And so from that standpoint, I now am headed on my journey to be a 2-time cancer survivor, not something that I ever thought I would even be for one time. But this is the journey, and we are making sure that we do our best to inform others and document the journey and share what this journey is like as we are right now in the midst of it.
Wow. Well, we definitely are continue to lift you up. We are also going to claim in victory that you will indeed be a 2-time cancer survivor, Montell Jordan. That will be
Yes.
that will be the case, and that will be the story for you. And
That's right.
absolutely, and interested to know who helped you along the way. This has been, like you said, this is your second time around on this journey. What has helped? What and who have helped to move you through this journey?
Well, first of all, I have faith. I have faith in God. I'm a Christian, and I have a great belief that Jesus Christ is not on the other side of this journey waiting for me to get there. I believe he's with me right here in the storm and very, very confident that he will see me through it. Following that, my wife of 32 years, Kristen Jordan, is alongside of me. She's my ride to live, and we in this thing together. Next, of course, our children. and grandchildren who are gracious and wonderful and being very selfless right now when they can be very selfish because I am their dad before I am anyone's ambassador or anyone else to the world. And they have allowed me to share this story, to share ministry, to share life, and now to share this journey with the rest of the world, which is a very, very private thing that has now become very, very public. And so I honor them for allowing me to share this with the hopes that I am helping save some other people's lives in the process of this. So that's my initial core. Then after that, my immediate family, brothers, sisters, mom, aunts, uncles, and then my community of prayer leaders and people who walk alongside of my wife and I. We are insulated very, very well with prayerful people who believe God is still healer and he does not leave or forsake and that we're going to be good.
That's right. You're exactly right. I love to hear all the support you have around you, and you raised a good point about this is a private matter, but I want to know why you've decided to share this information publicly. You're loved and beloved by so many, and you have a lot of support. Why was it important for you to share your story publicly, Montel?
I think for me, it was important because, well, several reasons. One, I've done more funerals in the past 3 years than weddings as a pastor. I've done funerals and eulogies of men who are not old guys. We're talking 50s, early 50s, mid 50s, early 60s. And so that's concerning, first of all, because men are disproportionately, especially Black men, are disproportionately affected by prostate cancer, which is a treatable disease. That's one reason. Second reason I think I'm speaking out is because there was no GPS for me. When I got the diagnosis and it was said, "Hey, here's what you have." I wanted to be able to look, to be able to see, you know, what do I do? Where do I go? And of course, there's medical information there, but in a lot of ways, there's not personal information there. Like I literally try to figure out how do I tell my wife? I went in for a routine checkup. Oh, go see the urologist. Oh, go get this. Oh, the biopsy comes back. Oh, it's cancer. Okay, when you hear that, now I'm like, well, first of all, I realize what cancer is and what it does, and not just in its full potential, but even the word when you share that with somebody else, it's like they get it too. Like when I share that moment with my wife, it's like a part of her now has to carry the cancer that's only in my body. And so that became the journey of, well, how do men tell their spouses? How do they tell their children? How does a man tell his 12-year-old daughter that he's got cancer? How does a man tell his mom he's dealing with cancer? I didn't have a template for that. So I became the template. And the documentary that we're filming and that we have filmed up to this point has those moments of how we navigated and dealt with this. That everybody's family is different, but I'm at least giving a GPS that no one can't say, well, there's nothing out there to tell me how to tell. Listen, I made a song called This Is How We Do It. I didn't know how to do it because there wasn't a template for me. So we're becoming the template. And that is the other reason why we are speaking out, making this public. And if I'm just completely vulnerable and honest, to be transparent, this isn't a story that I wanted to tell. Like I would want to be like most men, keep it private, keep it pushing, deal with it internally, and as a family, navigate it. But I didn't choose it; it chose me, and I believe God chose me and trusts me because I'm not looking for the accolades or the spotlight from it. I actually don't want this story to be my story, which is why I want it to be everybody's story. So it's not just mine, but now I'm bringing the world into this so that I don't have to carry it on my own and others can know, I know you have a dad. I know you got a son. I know you got a brother. I know you got an uncle. I know you got a pastor. I know you got somebody in your life that's been touched by this. And because it's treatable, that's not this. I'm not telling the story of, there are other stories of cancers that I can tell because this journey of being a survivor has now invited a lot into that world. But being that September is uh, 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 a Prostate Cancer Awareness Month nationally, that's why I'm specifically doing everything with my voice and my influence to draw attention to it.
Love it. I appreciate you sharing that. We're always used to you, Montel Jordan, sharing a joyful noise wherever you go. And I think this has been a key time for you to share again, use your voice to amplify this journey that you've been placed on at this time as well. I wanted to go back to the documentary that you mentioned. I know you've been promoting it on social media. Tell our audience about the documentary, the name of it, and where we can watch it and support.
Yeah, absolutely. The documentary, like I said, from the time we got diagnosis up into right now, where we're even filming, in these very moments, the documentary is called Sustain, and people can see clips of it and see what we're working on right now and how they can come alongside of us by going to sustainthemovie.com. It's on IG. It is also on that's our official website where people can partner with us to help get this film completed, even while we're still in the making of it. Yes, we are fundraising right now. All of 2024, while I had cancer, I was performing and touring and doing what I do with my artistry to finance the journey about cancer. And it is a heavy load to carry on just me and my wife. And we would love for people to come alongside of us and be generous and help us get this film made. Ultimately, the film is a documentary that's not just it's not just medical. It's life. It's a love story between me and my wife and my family, my children, my grandchildren, and how and an unwanted an unwanted thing infiltrated our lives and what we do about it as a family and what I'm doing about it as a Black man in this world to eliminate it and help save other men's lives. And so that is part of the journey that we are on. And I also want to say this: I got this big sign behind me that says "Zero Prostate Cancer." Part of this journey with the documentary is finding strategic partnerships. And so I'm able to meet with you today because my good partners over at Zero Prostate Cancer, we have a shared history where this is how we do it. Is 30 years old, and Zero Prostate Cancer will also be 30 years old next year. So it's kind of providential that a man who's been married for 30 years, who's now had a song for 30 years, is now partnering with a company that's 30 years old, 30 for 30 for 30. And going into 2026, we want to do a tour together where I do a 30 city tour supporting their 30 years, my 30 years in music, and also trying to get the documentary screened in those 30 cities. And while we're screening the documentary, we want to have men screened at the screenings. And those men that are doing that will have some VIP access to those concerts, which will be named the This Is How We Cure It tour for 2026. So that's what we're doing in right now and setting up to set up for 2026.
This is brilliant. This is how you do it, Montell Jordan. This is how we cure it. I love to hear it. You're an ambassador for Zero Prostate Cancer. The documentary is called Sustain. We'll make sure that our audience is aware and can support that. And also, what would be your advice? Obviously, this is Black enterprise. Montell Jordan, what is your advice to Black men regarding the importance of early detection and prostate cancer screenings in general?
Yeah, I think if I had to give advice, I would give more than advice. I would give a mandate, and that could be a word, a man date. I need for men to go and get checked. Every time I personally talk to men and I tell them my story, the first thing that they will say is, yeah, I probably need to go get checked myself. Or, you know what you're saying makes sense. I should do it. This is a this isn't even just a you health thing. This is a legacy thing. This is bigger than you. My guys, if you're watching me out there, this is bigger than you. This affects your legacy. It's what you leave behind, good or bad. And so I would send out an encouragement to my ladies out there, to my moms and wives and daughters and nieces and aunties and sisters out there. If you have a man in your life, I'm talking about your husband, your son, your brother, your uncle, your grandson, your pastor, a man in your life that you love and you care about, you need to make them go and get checked because cancer does not care. And the reality is, if you don't catch it, it will try to catch you. And that is the stance that I'm taking. It is what we're battling right now. And from that, part of our legacy will be this film. Part of my legacy will be a lot bigger than This Is How We Do It. And I'm just super glad that I get to partner with Zero. to make this thing a reality, to show the world that this is how we cure it, and for something that once again is treatable. 99% of early detections are treatable. So to my guys out there, if you ever listen to a Montell Jordan song, or you ever partied to something that I did, or watched a music video, or even familiar with me or with my music, I am not only asking you, I am pleading with you, I am praying for you, I am mandating you to go and get checked. I didn't feel bad. There was not something that made me feel like, oh, something is wrong. There was nothing wrong, because cancer is a bastard like that. It's sneaky, and it doesn't have to make you feel a certain way for it to be there. And the thing that saved my life, and the thing that is saving my life, is I have a track record of going and being detected. I've got blood work, I've got tests, I've got I've got uh, I don't even know the word for. I got lab work that has shown over the past decade what my levels and blood work and things have looked like, and because of that, it was able to be detected early. You need to have that, and so for my brothers out there that are watching this, yo, super, super important. I cannot tell you enough how my heart breaks for those that are not out there. And this ain't a dude talking to you from the other side. I'm in the thick of this right now. And I need you to do what you need to do for your family. I'm doing it for my family right now.
Yeah.
So let's go.
No, that's real. We appreciate that mandate that you've given our men and also to the sisters too. And Montel, before we wrap, just two additional questions. At what age should men get screened for prostate cancer? Obviously, I think, there may be a stigma around getting screened, or some men may be scared to. So at what age, and, how do we break that stigma?
Yeah, I think that the number somewhere is between 43 and 45. For me, I started, like I said, when I was right around 42, but there are other studies that have come out that saying by the time you get to 40, I'm not certain, but I would probably say when you start to crack those 40s, it's a nice time to start going. Black men are twice as likely to die from prostate cancer because they don't get detected with this early. And so, yeah, is it important? It's more than important. Like I said, there's a mandate on us right now to make sure that we are doing what we need to do to preserve our family legacies.
Wow, thank you for sharing that. Montel, where can we learn more on Sustain and also the Zero Prostate Cancer? You working as an ambassador, where can we find out more on these initiatives?
Absolutely. As a global ambassador for Zero Prostate Cancer, all the information anyone would need to know, they can go to zerocancer.org/September. This is Prostate Cancer Awareness Month. September, we're taking it all blue. That's the color. And so we want to blitz the barriers and make sure that people are taking action to get tested, to just and the whole the stigma about finger checks and things like that. Listen, they can detect this through your blood work now. The PSAs, it's uh it's so available for us right now. And so that's the first thing I would say, that go to zerocancer.org/September, and where you can find out how to come and partner with me to help get this documentary made. You want to go to sustainthemovie.com, sustainthemovie.com. And like I said, we are fundraising. We need you to come alongside of your boy, and let's get this story told. It's an incredible, incredible film. I thought we were done.
Mhm.
I'm telling you, I thought we was
Mhm.
done filming, and now we filming right now
Wow.
simply because the story's not over yet.
The story is not over, but your victory is not yet over either. You're going to come out of this twice as strong as you were before. I'm so grateful to you for sharing this, not with just with our audience at Black Enterprise, but to the public in general. This is going to be very important, particularly for Black men to know, because our odds are higher of being at risk for this disease. Montel, as we close, there's something you said earlier. I thought it was beautiful. You've been married to your beautiful wife for more than 30 years, to Kristen, and you said she is your ride or live. Can you, Pastor Montell Jordan, tell us about the importance of the words that we speak, particularly as it pertains to our health and overcoming health battles?
Absolutely. I think what we speak, there's life and death in the power of our tongue, and I'm very, very aware of that. I had a good friend that just hit me up and texted me and was like, "Yeah, what I'm saying, I think he said, I heard about your cancer and this, that, the other." And I immediately told him, I told him, I thank you. I appreciate the prayers. I take that, but it's not mine. I said, it's not my cancer. It is cancer. It is cancer. It's just not my cancer. It's my healing. And so I have to claim the stuff that belongs to me. And so for anybody out there that's navigating something, because there's life and death in the power of the tongue, and we become what we are speaking, the reality we are creating. I already know that I am healed. And so from that standpoint, I am not denying that cancer exists. I know cancer exists. It's just not mine. And from that standpoint, if you're watching this, it's not yours. Even if you have it, it doesn't have you unless you allow it to have you and you take ownership of it. And so that's what I would say. I would say words. I'm a words guy. I'm a wordsmith, and so words are extremely important to me. And I'm just very careful about what I speak into existence. You know, God created the world because He spoke it. You know, and He didn't just think it. You know, He spoke, and so we are creating in His image and His likeness, and so what we speak becomes the reality around us. I am healed. I am loved. I am valued. Uh, I'm invaluable. I am influential. I'm making a difference, and all of those things are fact. Those things are reality. And although cancer does exist, it does not belong to me.
Beautifully said. Thank you so much, Montell Jordan, for being here with our audience at Black Enterprise.
That's what's up. BE, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for your platform. Thank you for listening to me share what I don't want to share, but that God is making me do right now. So I'm doing it, and I'm grateful for the opportunity. I'm grateful I can be trusted with this story. It's not just my story, but it's a lot of your stories out there.
That's right. You embody the story of a lot of folks who are listening and watching right now, and you've got the courage to share for His glory. So, Montell Jordan, thank you so much for sharing. As you mentioned, you are healed, you are healthy, you are whole, you are a living testament to all that is going to be good to come because you are sharing your story and you have such a supportive system around you. We at Black Enterprise are rooting for you and praying for you as well on this journey. To our audience, again, you can find out more about the ZERO Prostate Cancer that Montell is an ambassador for, and also Sustain the Movie. Be sure to check out those. You can also stay posted for the latest and greatest in our content at blackenterprise.com and also on our social media channels for this special interview with prostate cancer ambassador, but also a victorious warrior of this disease, Montell Jordan. This is Ashley Stevens with Black Enterprise. For more than 5 decades, we've had your back. Black Enterprise have everything you need to elevate your excellence.